First of all, I must say that as a researcher, I can't necessarily offer solutions, although I'd like to, but I can say something about what we know, or think we know something about. And I've been asked to talk about the dangers and difficulties of this complex pictures, because other speakers will talk about some of the opportunities for democracy. And I thought I'd cover 3 points. Number one, starting with us as voters, as citizens, we know already of the problems with digital and particularly unregulated social media platforms, but now even with generative AI. So the Center for International Governance Innovation in Canada published a report last year that showed that of the countries they had surveyed, multiple countries, 80% had seen election interference through digital media. And 90% of that was content creation, so fake news, mis and disinformation. And then 24% was content proliferation, meaning virality, meaning pushing content through these channels onto social media and other internet users. And then 3% only hyper-targeting, which is personalization. This will change, and I suspect hyper-targeting is going to increase tremendously. So what does that mean? Well, it means that we have an online digital space that's flooded with inaccurate, misleading information about elections and what politicians stand for or not. We saw the Bolsonaro election in Brazil in 2022 being heavily criticized for publishing or using inaccurate information about their opponents. But we've seen also more subtle uses of information, such as the Alternative for Deutschland presenting nostalgic pictures of Germany that have been doctored without disclosing that appropriately as recently as last year. Now, I say that to illustrate how these techniques are now getting more sophisticated and harder to spot. And that's the first thing to think about. The second thing is generative AI, deep fakes, cloning. We can no longer tell what is true or not. And so our evidence at Cambridge shows that this leads to a sort of epistemic disorientation, where people don't trust even the real news or the real information or the truth information because they can't tell the difference.